What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter that wanted me to talk about some things that a man should never tell or share with others. Okay, guys? And for the record, like I've said in previous other videos, I've done all this shit before. Every last one of them. That's why I can sit up here and tell you. And every last one of them backfired. Okay, so that's why I can sit up here and tell you, don't share this stuff with people. Okay. All right, so I came up with a list. I came up with 8 things, guys. All right, I was trying to get to 10, but I couldn't think of 10. Thought of 8 things to never tell people. Okay. Number 1, never tell people your future plans. All right. I've actually made that mistake over and over again since I've been on YouTube. I told the guys on my Patreon, hey, I'm going to start doing infield videos. I didn't mean in 2 days, means that it's in the works. But every video, infield. You remember when I told you when I was writing my first book? Guess what happened when I told guys, hey guys, I'm working on my first book. Can you imagine what happened? Every video, when the book coming out? When the book coming out? I can remember back to when I started my security company, right? I told the trainers at the gym, hey, I started my security company. Guess what they did? Every damn day. How's the security company coming? How's the security company coming? Every day. How's the security company coming? Every damn day. Motherfucker, I started it 2 days ago. Can you give me some fucking time? Okay, guys? So unless you want people annoying the fuck out you, because they gonna rush the hell out you, right? Unless you want people to rush you and annoy you the hell out of you, asking you, when is it coming? How's it doing? Blah, 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 blah. Unless you won't get that, keep it to your fucking self. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay? Also, another thing you run into an issue of, you can run into an issue of somebody stealing your idea. Okay? So in the case of, say you got an idea that you got this idea to where you're working on something that can prevent people from using a seatbelt in the car, keep it to your fucking self. Don't tell people. Somebody can steal that idea. All right. So never tell people your plans. They ain't going to do nothing but rush you. And it'll frustrate the hell out you because it'll make you start to feel like a loser. Like it took me maybe 2 months before I got my first contract, 2 or 3 months before I got my first contract with a security company. Right. But it'll make you feel like a loser because you're like, damn, people keep asking you, how's it going? You know what you tell them? I ain't got nothing yet. I ain't got nothing yet. So then it makes you feel like a failure. Okay, guys? So just keep it to yourself. Don't tell people then, just keep it up. I should have never told you guys I was working on some with the infield videos because I had an issue with the cameraman that set me back. Guys are still asking me about it. You see what happens when you run your mouth? Keep it to yourself. Number 2, guys. Never tell guys if you fucked a girl or you fucking a girl. If they find out on their own, they just find out on their own. But the issue the thing comes into play, guys, when you do that, you run into an issue of you don't know if that guy likes that girl so he can drop salt on you, okay? And he knows that telling her that, you said you fucked her or whatever, because you don't never know who really your friend. Fuck what you heard, right? And then all he got to do is go to the girl, tell her and say, hey, don't say I said nothing, but he said y'all fuck Friday night. And the girl is typically not going to want to be messy since, she don't want to start no shit. So you won't know why she's cut you off, but she done cut you off because this fool done came back and backstabbed you. Okay? So y'all guys got to understand that when you tell people stuff and you be thinking to yourself, well, I'll find out where it came from because I know who I told, right? Well, the issue runs into play is if that person is a snake and they go to the person and they say, hey, don't say I said nothing, but such and such said such and such. The person could just all of a sudden be angry at you or cut you off. And they won't even tell you why because they told the other person that they wouldn't say anything. Plus, the other person obviously would be mad at them if they betrayed their confidence. So they just, distance themselves from you. And you like, what the hell happened to her? Why she so pissed off? Now, some women will just tell you, well, Marcus told me you told what happened between us. But a lot of women won't do that. A lot of women, even if the guy don't tell them not to tell, they just won't tell you. They'll just back up a little bit. All right. For one, they lose attraction because you alpha males don't run their mouth like that. That's immature, childish shit. Okay. So for one, she could just lose interest. Okay. Another thing is when other women find out that you told that, then they know you a chatty patty. The thing y'all guys got to understand about women is they want to be freaks and sluts in private. All right. They don't mind fucking and sucking as long as nobody know. That's the number one whole motto. I don't mind fucking and sucking just long as nobody know. That's the thing. And if you show them that you're not trustworthy and being a slut with, that you got a big fucking mouth, they don't want to fuck with you. So if you go tell a guy and it gets out that you fucked a girl or you're fucking a girl, if people find out, they see y'all together and they just assume, then that's fine. I'm talking about when a girl is fucking you in private and really nobody knows about it. I've done this, by the way, guys. I had my best friend at the time. Okay, so y'all guys know I told y'all the story about I finally had fucked my two homegirls, right? One of them worked at the gas station, and I told my best friend he done carried his ass to that damn gas station and told this woman, I heard about you. I heard about you. And that girl called me and told me. And then you know what made me look even worse? I said, who told you that? The girl said, God damn, who all you told? That's the words out of her mouth. She said, who all you told? Because I said, who told you? So if I'm asking you who told you that, then what does that tell you? That tells you I should know. If I just told one person, that means that I should know who told you that. The fact that I said, who told you that? She said, damn, who all you told? So, and he done went up there and told the girl, I heard about you. I heard about you. Now, my best friend at the time, he didn't even go to that goddamn gas station that girl worked at. He done went out his fucking way. It's not like, oh, this is a common gas station that he goes to. This son of a bitch done went out his way to go to the gas station. Now, y'all guys will say, well, why would he do that? Well, this is the reason why he did that. He wanted to know if it was true or not. He didn't say that, but that's what I took from it. It wasn't that he was hating or nothing like that, in my opinion. In my opinion, if you guys ask me, well, AMS, why would he do that? He wanted to know if I was lying or not. And she confirmed that I was not lying. She didn't say nothing. She just laughed when he said, I heard about you. I heard about you. And so he knew then it was true, because she would have been like, heard about what? She didn't say that. She just smiled and gave like a little laugh, right? So that right there confirmed that by her not asking heard about what, he knew that it was true. So he done carried his ass up there. He trying to find out for sure that I did what I told him I did, because he couldn't believe it. Because y'all guys got to understand, me and this girl had been friends since middle school, since the 9th grade. Okay, me and this girl had been friends for the night. Obviously, he knew I wanted to fuck her, right? He ain't stupid. The girl fine, right? We've been friends all these goddamn years, and all of a sudden, out the blue, because I done raided my little financial, had the little pull-out gold teeth, had the little necklace around my neck, had bought a little clothes and shit like the little FUBU platinum bullshit. So she thinking I'm making all this money on the job. I ain't make shit. I bought that shit with my income tax. But she thinking I'm making up at the job, think I'm making $30 an hour or some shit like that. Man, I wasn't making no goddamn money, but I done went and took this little income tax and bought a little pull-out gold grill. I had the top and the bottom and the fucking necklace and the little FUBU platinum. I ain't had no goddamn money. And I probably had like $50 in the bank. Did I even have a bank account? I don't even think I had a fucking bank account. Yeah, I don't even think I had a fucking bank account at the time. All right, but she thought that I was making some decent money at the job, so she done gave up the ass. That's why I tell y'all guys, if a woman is if finances is her top thing she values from men, and you raise your financial situation, you can get out the friend zone. It all depends on what the woman values the most. If the woman is big on looks and you improve your body and stuff like that, your physical appearance and stuff like that, yes, you can get out the friend zone. If she big on pre-selection, like she big on sleeping with guys that got status and stuff like that, and you banging all the girls in town now all of a sudden, you can get out the friend zone. All right, just whatever she values the most. Okay. But never tell nobody you fucked a girl or nothing like that. I should never told them idiots that shit. All right. Next, guys. Never tell your friends personal sex things. This could be for a girlfriend or a girl you just dating. Keep this type of stuff to yourself, man. She sucked my dick, man. You know, she sucked a real. The issue with this, guys, is I done done this too before, right? I told my cousin, female cousin, right? I was fucking with a girl that was friends with them, and I'm over there just running my damn mouth. I done a lot of little goofy, dumb, immature shit in my early 20s, guys. You know, the thing y'all guys got to understand about me, y'all see AMS, y'all think, oh, natural alpha. Man, I done made more mistakes than I can fucking count. That's how I can sit up here and do all this shit. I done made more mistakes than you guys put together. So this whole list is basically a list of my mistakes that I done. This is why I can sit up here and tell you, don't do this. So I'm sat over here at my cousin's house and I told them, you know, the girl, they knew the girl was friends with them too, right? I actually met them with her, right? And met her with my cousin them. And then, you know, she don't want to suck my dick. I come over there and tell my cousin, yeah, you know, she sucked my dick. What you think the first thing my cousin them did? They done went and told that damn girl that shit. You think I got my dick sucked again? The same thing happened with my homegirl at the gas station. You think we fucked again? Okay, this is the thing. Soon as my homeboy went up there running his big ass fucking mouth, that was the end of that. And that's the same shit that happened with this girl that I was fucking with that I told my cousin she sucked my dick. You think she sucked it again? Okay, guys, keep that shit to yourself. Nothing. I know you trying to score some brownie points, gain some social value with your homeboy, your cousin, whoever the fuck you trying to brag this shit to, you know, trying to look like you the man. But you just got to understand it actually brings down your value. It makes you look immature and childish and a chatty patty. Okay, guys. Next, guys, never tell people the problems you and your girl are having. So for all my guys on here that are purple pill in relationships and shit like this, you got to understand that you really never going to get good advice from your friends when you tell them about the issues you and your girl have, unless they're in a happy relationship. But if they're single, guess what? I want you single with me. So what? We can sit out here and be lonely together. Okay. Most of your friends, if y'all are close friends and they're single, their life was better when you were single. Y'all guys got to understand, people usually don't have your best interest at heart. People's best interest is usually them. And what works best for me is you being single with me, because I had a friend then. So usually in this situation, if you tell somebody the issues that's going on between you and your girl, they usually not going to give you good advice. They usually not going to tell you something like, you know, just sit down and talk it out. They usually going to give you some some that makes you hate her even more, some that makes it worse, some that splinters y'all even more. Rarely will you have a friend who say, man, you know, unless they're in a happy relationship, usually they're going to give you some kind of advice that splinters you even more. Like, man, you know, they're better than that. Blah, 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 blah. You and the girl been together for 5 years, ain't never had an issue. This is your first issue and he wants you to separate. You see what I'm saying? Because in some situations, people could be in a happy relationship and they felt like they had something over you by them having a happy relationship and you were single. And sometimes, you know, just so they can have something that you don't have, they can still splinter it. So you got to be careful of that too, because you'll have people that they've been together, they married, and what they liked having over you is that they got a happy relationship and you don't. And they felt like they had something that you didn't have. So sometimes even when people in a happy relationship, they cannot want what's best for you. So you got to be careful either situation, guys. So my advice is in this situation, guys, if you and your girl have a problem, talk to your girl. Talking to friends and stuff like this. Now, if you got somebody who really is not opinionated and really is like positive, then I guess it's fine, right? But the friends I used to have back in the day when I was a beta male in relationships, they weren't like that. They was in a situation like this, they was gonna be negative, okay? Because they wanted me to hit the clubs with them. Because I told y'all guys I had a live-in girlfriend and we would go through issues and I go ahead and tell these clowns. I don't think I ever heard not one good advice about, hey man, y'all should sit down and talk about it, work the issues out. All I ever heard was, man, leave the bitch and let's go to the club tonight. Okay, guys, that's the advice I got. And that's the advice most of you guys gonna get, especially if they single. Okay? So whatever you and your problem your girl got, if you want to talk to somebody, maybe you could talk to your mama or somebody like that, or a grandma or something like that, but telling your homeboys or just people in general. You know, you can usually tell your mama and grandma if they not chatty patties. If they the type, if your mama the type, she got to get on the phone and call your auntie, and she got to tell all her homegirls what's going on. Don't even tell her ass. Keep it to your fucking self. If she that type of person, keep it to your don't even tell her ass. And some of you guys got mamas and aunties like that just gossip. If you say, well, how the hell I know that? If she gossip about other people, if your mama the type you heard her talk about your auntie, what the hell you think she gonna do to you? Okay? She don't call, your auntie Elizabeth, her and Charles, they going through it. Charles spent all the money at the casino. What the fuck you think she gonna do to you then? Just think about it. If she spread other people's business, she gonna spread yours. That's a good rule of thumb with anybody you guys are going to tell. If you feel like you want somebody to trust and you need to have somebody, a confidant you can, talk about things with. Just think, have they ever told you anything about anybody else personal? Well, if they have, then what the hell you think they're going to do to you? Okay? So that's the issue with that, guys. If you feel like you need to talk to a friend, just make sure that it's a positive friend that is not opinionated, and they don't come tell you other people's business, because they're going to tell yours. All right. And that's the thing I should have knew with my friend. He talked about everybody else's business, so I should know this. All right. Next, guys, never tell people how much money you make. We got a bad thing going on in this world, guys. People love to count your fucking money. They will count your fucking money. They will tell you what you need to do with your money. Okay, now sometimes it's certain jobs where people already know what that job make. Y'all guys know certain factors in your job, and that job pays $16 an hour. That job pays $19 an hour. So everybody already kind of know what you make. But if it's a job or something like you got your own business or something, let their mind wander. Keep that to yourself. All right. Don't even hint in the ballpark. Oh, I make 80. Oh, I make 180. Motherfucker, I make what I make. Don't tell nobody that. Don't even put them in the ballpark. Yeah, I make 6 figures. No, that's too much information. Don't tell them I make shit. I make an income, goddammit. Don't worry about it. Keep people out your fucking business so they can sit there and count your money. So you know what they can do? When they run into a tight situation, you know what? They know I can ask such and such for this because he told me he make $33 an hour. So that's what they do. Okay? Never tell people your income. Nobody. I wouldn't even tell my mama that. Keep that to yourself. Next, guys, never tell anyone if you have something real personable like a STD, or say you've been molested as a child, or erectile dysfunction and stuff like this, guys. Y'all guys got to understand that people are, especially men, I guess women too. You know what? Yeah, men and women. Y'all guys got to understand. If you don't understand one thing, understand this. People in relationships are chatty patties, pillow talkers. When they go to bed at night, any kind of thing that's going on in somebody else, in their family that they know of, or they sit there and they gonna talk about it. Anything. So when you go and tell somebody anything, especially if they grown and in a relationship or seriously dating somebody, you can almost assuredly, I guarantee you, whatever you tell that person, whether it's your mama, auntie, or anybody, they're going to at least tell the person that they're sleeping with. I can almost guarantee. Now, I'm not talking about the booty call, the person that just come over for the booty call. I'm talking about if they spend the night a lot or they live together, I can almost guarantee you that when they lay down on that pillow at night, they're going to talk about whatever you told them. That's going to be pretty much anybody. So you have to ask yourself, even if it's a close friend, and even if it's somebody that's not opinionated, and even if it's somebody that's positive, do I want their girlfriend or their wife to know this bit of information? Because please believe this, they're going to tell that person. So if it's something that you don't want the person you're telling their spouse or their significant other to know, keep it to yourself. If you cool with it, then that's fine. If you cool with, whoever you telling and they spouse to know you have a STD or you was molested or you have erectile dysfunction or whatever you guys consider real personal. If you don't mind them telling the other person, if you just don't care if they know, then fine. But if you care and you just want it specifically for them to know, don't tell them nothing like that, because they're going to pillow talk and they're going to tell it. Guarantee you. Now, it might not leave their bedroom. I will give you that. It might not leave their bedroom, but they're at least going to tell that person. Every girl I've ever dated has told me personal stuff about their girlfriends. And I'm talking about personal stuff. Every girl and y'all guys got to understand that I haven't lived with a girl in over 10 years, 12 years. Shit, 27, so what am I? 13 years. 13 years since I lived with a girl, but every girl that I've seriously had in my rotation or seriously dated or consistently in my rotation has told me very personal stuff about their girlfriends. Family members too. Very personal stuff that I know that they know that the person that they was telling their stuff would not want them to tell it. Now that the issue is, some of them I didn't know. Like some of them I hadn't even met or whatever. They just pillow talking, right? Hadn't even met. But I'm just like, man, just personal stuff. Like, I'm just like, who tells people stuff like this? You know, I don't tell the girls this. I'm just listening and I'm just intrigued. And I take it as learning experience on just look what people tell when they pillow talk. I mean, telling personal stuff about the girlfriend. Oh, she got to file bankruptcy. Oh, she going to lose her car. I'm like, damn, why would you tell anybody personal stuff like that? The same thing happens to you. Okay? Don't tell people stuff like this. I mean, anything you tell to somebody that's got a significant other, they going to tell it. I promise you. Next, don't tell people your girl's bad qualities. You know why? Because probably at some point, if it gets serious enough, you're actually going to want the girl to interact with them. Well, guess what? It's going to be like this cold front in the room because you done told all her bad qualities that's all they see when they see her. So guess what ends up happening? Yeah, they never could get along. They never could like the girl because you done sat there and told them so much bad stuff about her that it's impossible for them to like. Women are good at this. For all you guys that go around a woman's family and friends and you just wonder why, you just like, I just feel cold in here. She done told so much bad stuff about you that it's impossible for them to accept you with open arms. That's why you don't get along. That's why it feels so like such a draft in here when you round them. That's why it feels like that. It's just like, man, I just don't feel that welcome. That's because in her, so she wants to play the victim and look like so much of the good. She got to paint you as the bad guy, right? That's what women do. Don't you do that, because you can't never expect your homeboys or your mama or your sisters or whoever to like the girl when you bring her around, when you done sat there and told them so much bad shit about her. Keep that to yourself. It's not meant for you to like every aspect of your girl. This going to be primarily for my purple pill guys. You're not going to like every aspect of your girl. I can promise you that. It's going to be something. Keep that shit to yourself. Because you know what? When you go tell them the good qualities, all they going to still stick to their head is the bad qualities. Man, that bitch don't cook. Man, that bitch she go out to clubs, this, that, and the other. Keep that shit to yourself. It's impossible they never will like her. And the last thing, guys, never tell anyone if you're in a bad financial situation unless you know they're willing to help you. My thing is now, with me knowing what I know now, I would never put myself in a bad financial situation. But me knowing what I know now, I still wouldn't ask nobody, because I know how chatty-patty people are, how much people pillow talk and stuff like that. I would still not. All they're going to do is just sit around and think of, you know, how you made bad decisions that put you in that situation. They won't come up with no solutions. Why are you telling them? If they can't help you, why you want a tissue to cry? You want a pillow to cry on? You want a shoulder to cry on? Would you want a pat on the back, somebody to make you feel good? They ain't gonna help you, so why the fuck are you telling them? I would only even consider telling somebody that I felt like can and would help me. If they not willing to do that, then what the fuck am I talking to you for? You just a waste of energy. I'm just telling you my business for sport then. So that's the thing with that, guys. Make sure that you keep your fucking business to yourself. If you're in a bad financial situation, figure the shit out. But just going around telling everybody stuff like this right here, and they not willing to help them, they just talking bad about you behind your back, then what's the point of it? What's the point of it? If you got a friend that's gonna offer some assistance and you know you're gonna offer, then tell them. If you know your mama gonna offer some assistance, then tell her. But if they can't do that, then what the fuck you putting your business in the street for? All right, guys. So that's the list of things that a man should never tell anyone, not just friends or homeboys, anyone, mom, dad, anyone, guys. Of course, y'all guys supposed to have good relationships, open relationship with your mom, family members, and friends, stuff like that. I just wouldn't tell them none of this. That's what I say. Of course, you can tell when my book went bestseller and stuff like that. Of course, I'm gonna tell, but I just know what I can tell and what I can't tell. When I moved to Atlanta, yeah, I could tell that. Okay, certain stuff you can't tell. You just can't tell everything. I know this might seem like everything. God damn, I can't tell nobody nothing. You can do what you want to do, but when you get my age, you're gonna find out real quick that I gain nothing by telling people this stuff. I gain it only put people too much into my business. That's all I saw out of it. I did all these before, guys, and I literally seen no benefit to telling people this. Nothing. You want to shoulder the crowd on if you tell people your bad stuff. Nobody gives a fuck. Maybe your mama cares a little bit. Nobody really gives a fuck. Your boy, he don't really give a fuck. He think it's funny. I'm dead serious. He probably, deep down, he probably happy because he's like, he's suffering. I'm doing good. Deep down, guys, jealousy. Okay? So you gain nothing by telling people this stuff. Just keep it to your fucking self. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.